Hey, Sylvia, David.
Hi, David.
So let's see. Today is Friday, February the 10th, 2012,
Yes,
and
2012.
I'm gonna visit with Sylvia about what's coming up on Valentine's Day at Beets.
All right.
So actually, maybe tell people what Beets is in case they don't know.
Well, Beet is a restaurant, cafe, casual dining, maybe a little bit more upscale than a raw food restaurant that you may be used to. And we're organic. We serve organic, gluten-free, a lot of local produce that we purchase from farmers here. Um, and that's the cafe. We serve raw food. With a conscious twist to it from what I consider conscious twist. We're green, we compost, we reuse, and we recycle. Anyway, that's the business, but it's a raw food restaurant.
Cool. And just for those who may be new to raw food, explain what raw food preparation is compared with cooked food preparation.
Well, raw food is nothing is heated above 118 degrees. We keep everything here below 115 degrees. And why is that? Because it maintains all the enzymes and nutrients that are in the plants, in the nuts and seeds that make them available to the body for energy and use right away. So maintaining the food below that temperature is what we call raw food.
Right. Yeah, and
And it's
just
also and it's also clean food, so it's food that doesn't have any preservatives or chemicals, or it's
right.
real food that we combine together to make the dishes that we make here at the cafe.
Yeah, and for those people new to enzymes, the important consideration of enzymes is those are the components that allow you to digest food. So, if you're wondering why you can't lose weight, for example, if you're only eating cooked processed food, there's no enzymes. It's really difficult to digest any of that, and it goes in one end faster than it can come out the other end, and it goes on as weight.
Hmm. Exactly,
Cool.
exactly. And we have a lot of people who ask this question. When they ask what we serve, and we let them know, they go, "Well, where do you serve? What kind of protein do you have?" And I kind of chuckle a little bit because there's more protein enzymes in those dark leafy greens and fruits and like that than there is in cooked beef.
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize that we do have enough protein enzymes in the foods that are alive.
Well, that's a common misconception. I mean, protein, to talk about protein, there are several considerations. One is the amount of assimilable protein, which
Hmm.
is, there's a difference. I mean, if you eat, for example, a piece of cooked flesh, the amount of assimilable protein in there, in other words, protein that can actually be moved from your digestive tract into your cells, is only about 5% by weight. And
Hmm.
things like spinach, for example, is about 45%, and things all the way up to bee pollen is about 40%, and blue green algae is about 65% by weight. So
Wow.
if your consideration's about protein, then you'd never eat animal products. That's just a lost cause.
Right. Exactly.
Cool. Well, so also, you guys have your meeting room open now in Beats.
That's right. We do. We have a meeting space where we allow people to. We call it rent the space. But if people eat, typically between 10 and 15 people, um, then we use whatever people use or purchase food as their payment for the rent. So the rent is washed when the sales meet that, and it always does. So people are using the room, and it's a lovely space. Um, so yes, it's available for rent. People just need to call the cafe, and Ellie keeps the calendar, and we check on availability and do the reservation.
Yeah, in fact, the way to book the how many people will the room seat there?
Yeah, comfortably we can do 30 people in the room.
All right, 30 people, and yeah, just call Elliot. The main number Beats is 477-2338. and visit with Ellie, or just ask to speak with somebody about reserving the room.
Yeah, or they can even send an email to info@beetscafe.com, and that'll get to her as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the big item on the list right now is what's coming up for Valentine's Day.
Oh, every year, David, we do a special meal every year, as if we've been here forever. But this is the third year that we'll do a Valentine's Day special menu. And I think it's fun because people who are serious about their health, have a hard time going out to eat somewhere. So we do make it a point to create something fun and fabulous and completely off the menu. And what we have next week, we have pesto stuffed portobello. So we're getting some fresh basil from one of the farmers here in Austin, and so we're stuffing baby bellas. And we're doing an olive tapenade on a crostini, and I tried that crostini the other day, and it is so amazing.
So tell people what bellas are also.
Well, bellas are little mushrooms,
right?
Or the tiny mushrooms, and we stuff those with pesto.
And explain. So most people think of pesto as basil and Parmesan cheese. So
oh gotcha, no cheese. So this is no cheese. So this is a dairy free, of course, because it's we are a vegan restaurant, and the pesto will be probably walnuts and pine nuts.
Right.
And that creates the kind of yumminess, the richness, particularly the pine nuts, creates the yumminess that cheese would. And mix that with the pesto and a little more seasoning. Is really amazing. You would just be surprised at combining a couple of things, how you can make food healthy and delicious. So we've figured out how to combine some of these things. So it has the feel and the appearance and the taste of other things that people are used to, but in a much more healthy fashion.
Yeah,
so that's what the pesto.
Yeah, we grow our own basil, and that's the exact same recipe we use too. Is equal parts of pine nuts and walnuts, and then that to equal parts of basil.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing,
Awesome.
amazing.
So tell people what an olive tapenade and a croissante is.
Crostini.
Oh, crostini.
So olive tapenade is a mixture of olives, onions, tomatoes. Might have a little bit of garlic, some herbs, and some capers, and that's like a little salad, if you will, like a wonderful salad. And that's topped on a crostini, and the crostini is a little cracker, and it's Italian herbs in the cracker that the olive tapenade will be on top of.
I'm starting to get hungry now.
I know, me too. I can't wait to eat that stuff.
So what's the next course?
The next one is the petite arugula salad, where we've got some wonderful local arugula, some baby arugula. It's really yummy, and it's got just a light salad dressing on that. And then the main dish is our ravioli. And we make the ravioli, and it's almond cheese stuffed. And the ravioli is coconut meat, maybe some zucchini, a little bit of I believe we're doing this time shallots in there, and that will make our ravioli. And then we have a herb macadamia cream sauce that goes over, and then it comes with a kind of a pistachio parsley salad. And that's
cool.
Really
Yummy. And then, of course, are you guys going to have like a surprise dessert this year again?
Well, we do have. I mean, I've already kind of spilled the beans on the seductive surprise.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. Well, if you spilled the beans, go ahead and tell people what to expect then.
All right. Well, it's a brownie. It'll be kind of it's a beautiful brownie. It'll be topped with scoop of vanilla ice cream. And then I've got some lovely blood oranges, and made a blood orange sauce. Kind of it's going to go on with the brownie and the ice cream, along with some chocolate sauce.
Yum.
And it's going to be topped with it looks like a painted glass. It's sliced blood oranges that we've dried to a crisp, and it looks like a painted glass, and that'll be on top of the whole thing.
Cool.
Delicious and beautiful at the same time.
Yum.
Mm-hmm. So, if people are interested, make your reservations. That's the best way to make sure that you get a dish for that evening and a seat.
Yeah, be sure. Yeah, be sure and call now because it's already the 10th, and so be sure and call Ellie or whoever's picking up the phone and make a reservation.
Yep.
And you're doing singles and couple pricing.
Yeah, absolutely. Couple price is $85 for the 5 courses. Singles is $50. And if you don't have a honey, I have a lot of people who come with a friend.
Right.
A couple of girls will come and have a great evening, and they'll save on the couple's price, and they can do that. Or we have single people who like to come and enjoy as well.
Well, you're doing 2 tops and 4 tops both, right? So
Exactly.
if you've got if you're a single person, bring 3 friends, and if you're a couple, bring another couple.
Exactly. I mean, we've done that. My husband and I last year we had dinner with another couple. So there was 4 of us on the 4 tops. We had a great time.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Well, anything else you'd like to share with people about coming attractions at Beets, and we'll wrap up.
All right. Well, stay tuned. Check our Facebook. We are doing an Asian fusion class on February the 18th, and that's got a long menu as well. But check that out on our website at beetscafe.com.
Well, tell people, give like a quick definition of Asian fusion.
Oh, the Asian fusion class. Well, that includes Vietnamese salad rolls with the mock peanut sauce, and those are like spring rolls, and those are amazing.
Yeah.
We're doing California rolls. We're doing a Sunomo salad. It's a Japanese cucumber salad. We're doing mango avocado salad.
Mm.
We're also doing the chum kai, a Thai coconut soup, a vegetable teriyaki, and a mango ice cream with the tropical ambrosia. And that's the menu for the class. So we'll be doing that in class, doing the demonstration, and people will get to, of course, eat everything
Cool.
That we make. And, they go home with the recipes and get a good idea on how to make all of these dishes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, and also I'd recommend people just search Meetup and Google for different networking groups that meet there at Beets too. It's a great place to come and there are lots of different high tech and business networking groups that meet at Beets, and come and introduce yourself to groups and have some great food.
Yeah, it's becoming a meetup spot.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, to start off your Valentine menu, have since it's a little cool on Valentine's Day, have a glass of hot chocolate Bliss, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Cool.
We have the Bliss in the cafe, so if you guys are looking for how to get it fast, it's here at the cafe.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Sylvia, for taking some time and sharing with people what's coming up at Beets.
Well, thank you so much, David, for inviting me on.
You're welcome.